Hi and good day to you all. I presume you all had a great weekend and ready for a week of trading lying ahead. Hopefully we'll have some good moves during the week, but there's lots of news coming out and it might not be so easy. I looked over currencies, there was not much news today. Again, these days even Monday about is a bad day for trading, and you cannot on a Sunday already say, oh well, we can look for this and this, because you don't know what's going to happen yet. And the market has been trading sort of up and down the whole day, and the scalpers would have had a great day. So I've only got a few currencies that I'm watching, and one that I'm really watching. So before I take a look at that, I just want to show you something on the calendar. Alright, tomorrow, as you can see, there's some news, and Tuesday we've got some pound and euro red news coming out there. CAD has got some, and US dollar existing home sales, which is normally can move a market. Then on Wednesday we've got some pound news, and here's the big one, the FOMC meeting statement and the press conference they're going to have. And let me just scroll down, and there's one of our other popular market movers on Thursday is our new home sales. So we'll have to see what happens there, and also your unemployment claims and inflation hearings for a pound. The unemployment claims here is just about the strongest out of those. So there's lots of news, or type of news items that normally can quickly swing a market around. You take your technicals and it says go long, just to see 2 hours later news comes out and it flips around and it's got enough momentum to make the trade not work. So it can be, although there's going to be a lot of movement, you can be caught in the wrong side of it. And so let's see how it goes. We'll be just take sort of one trade and see how the one works out before we take the next one, and just stick to one trade at a time. So I hope you enjoy a little video of these three currencies I'm going to look at, and till next time, thanks guys. Alright, let's start here, the Euro US dollar, and on a daily chart, as you can see, we've got a little triangle here. We're back at this big black line, which is now become resistance. It has been support a few times in the past. And let's zoom in on a 4 hour, and if we get candle info against the line to short, it will be a good short. And maybe if the news is bad, it will keep going, will break this trend line and will keep on going down for quite a while. So let's look at the 4 hour. Alright, here's our 4 hour chart of a Euro US dollar, and not much going on. We've got no divergence. It's just sitting against that resistance point there, and if you get a close on the other side, and if you get a close on this side here, then there's room back to that level there, so you can get along here, or even wait for it to do something. You can zoom in on an hour, you can even zoom in on a 15-minute with more info, and you must probably find it doing something like that. And then when it turns again, then you can long it, say there, or you can, once it gets a close above, you can long it, but then your stop is going to be underneath there. So that's but I wouldn't long euro because of what's happening fundamentally, and I would rather want to see some candle info on an hour maybe even, and get candle info for a nice reversal against that resistance level now, and then short it. And obvious, your safe short will be, if you draw a trend line underneath there, is to wait for a trend line break, coming back, nice trend line break, close below there, short it, stop above, and it's got nice room all the way down to go down to a trend line as a target 1. And from there, if the Greek news is bad, then we'll get continuation and it will carry on. So you've got to trade the close above that resistance point to go long, and if you get candle info here to go short just on hour, or even just a 4 hour bearish engulfing candle or other info, then for aggressive entry enter, or wait for the trend line break and then go short. Let's look at another pair. Alright, here we've got the, okay, sorry, I never lined that chart up properly. Here we got the Euro Pound daily. Again, I just flipped this last thrust move up, and it's sitting here against the 37.5. It's sort of been rejected there twice, and if we get a daily close looking like this, then tomorrow will be a down day. So let's just zoom in a bit and see how it looks, but up a bit close. Okay, here's our 4 hour. Again, not much. That point there, no divergence here. This histogram did move down, but that's a down move there. And because of, again, fundamentals, I wouldn't want to long the Euro Pound. I would rather be patient and wait for a short, and hopefully, again, if we can get here to the stop level here, turn around and get a short there, 88.50, or any candle info here on a 4 hour to go short on Euro Pound. Then I would rather short it coming down, and these FIB levels can be target depending on where you're short. If you get a, just for argument's sake, a short just underneath that FIB there, then you can make that your first target and the next FIB your next target. But I would be patient to wait for a short, and I would try and short against that 88.50 level around there, look for candle info and sell that one. Okay, the next pair is the Aussie CAD. This will be the trade of the week. This is the one I'm really watching, and this is sort of the type of trades you wish you could pick up every day. Not to say they always work, but this is a weekly chart. Nice trend lines here, nice up move, down move, up. It has not completed. If you look at this as an A, B, C, D leg, then obviously it hasn't completed yet. But if this is a turning point here and the market comes down, this trend line here will act as your first support. And then if we can get through, if a market that come say down here and go back, break through, it will then come back, and this will be your next sort of support. So we leave those two trend lines in there. And remember, this is a weekly. I'm going to zoom in. The other thing I want to show you here is, let's just remove it first again. We had on the weekly a nice, that candle there, nice big bearish engulfing candle. We didn't take that swing. We did take it out, but we never had a close below that swing low there, so we still got sort of that still acts as a type of support level. And let's look at the 4 hour looks. Oops, and before I go there, something else I wanted to show you, what we're starting to pick up here. As you know, I always analyze the market. We've got there those two little swing highs there, which is that one there and there. So already you got your divergence kicking in at those 2 points, and then you made another new high, but it's still lower than those other two. So here your divergence is starting to kick in here on a weekly. So if we start getting info and we zoom in for break of a trend line, then the divergence might kick in. So let's go to a 4 hour. Okay, on the 4 hour we had this move down. Now we're making this little flag here, and we already had one touch. I'll draw a trend line better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches. The 6th or 7th one will normally break. So by all means, even if the market goes up a bit, what I'm waiting for is a break, maybe even something like that, and then a break of a trend line. We might even get it tonight where it breaks through that trend line or out of its flag, which will then most probably make its new leg down, and but this was probably the level it will go to. That's a weekly fib, and it just looks right too. That length there and this length here just looks the same, so which will confirm that fib there as being right. And so just again being patient to wait for that break. There's no divergence on the histogram yet, although the market was going up here, and here we got slightly, the histogram is slightly moving bearish already, and we got those two little red lines there already, and so the histogram is sort of kicking in already, warning us that we might go down, but this will be the real trade to watch. There's only one way for this trade now, is that I'm not going to trade it back to the top. Don't care how high it goes, it will most probably stay in between these two lines, and then at the right time it will break and carry on further down. So this might be the trade of the week. There's not much happening on other currencies, they're all lackluster and not really going anywhere. The main thing being that because of the news coming out this week, FOMC meeting and minutes and press conference and a lot of news. Today there was no news, the rest of the week there's lots of news, so there won't really be time to say, alright, I'm going to wait for the news, because you just, when you finish waiting for some news announcement, the next news item kicks in again. So the best normally in circumstances like this is trade of smaller lots if you want us to keep trading, and be careful, because this week a lot of things are going to happen, and I'm sure by next week we'll sort of get a new direction up or down, and then wait for pullbacks and then short again or go long again, and the normal type of trading and carry on. So that's the trades that I can see, being Aussie CAD being the one that most probably will work the best, and I hope you enjoyed this little video, and good luck. Just a little note while you're reading the disclaimer, I had to cut the video a bit short because of time constraint on YouTube, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of deeper insight of how I look at the currency pair, and maybe learn something from that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.